100 building where 17 people were killed in Marjory Stoneman Douglas is now in the custody of the Broward County School District. The building has been preserved for 5 years as a crime scene for the criminal cases against Scott Peterson and the sentencing trial for the shooter. The building is expected to be demolished. But before it's demolished, the building will be the site of a reenactment of the mass shooting. Today, a judge agreed to allow the reenactment as part of the civil case against former school resource officer Scott Peterson. Ari Height joining me now in the studio with reaction to that decision. And what happens now, Ari?
Well, Felicia, since the very beginning, Scott Peterson has always maintained he didn't know where the shots were coming from or how many shots were being fired. The families of many of the victims have always said they don't believe him. And they say this reenactment will prove that Peterson knew all along what was happening and chose not to help. Scott Beagle was a teacher at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School, killed during the massacre as he tried to rush students to safety. It's a day his mother, Linda, does not like thinking about, let alone reliving. But that is exactly what she and other victims' families are asking a judge to allow.
If it has to be the reenactment of the murder, then it has to be the reenactment. We need to have justice.
A judge on Wednesday agreed to let the attorney for the victims' families reenact the shooting. David Brill says the goal is to prove former school resource officer Scott Peterson is lying about what he heard and saw that day.
Contrary to Peterson's assertions, he could and did hear the gunshots, and he could and did derive where they were coming from.
Brill says he will use actors to make the reenactment as real as possible, right down to using the same AR-15 style weapon.
We're going to use the same caliber of cartridge, albeit with blanks, what they call full metal jacket blanks.
Blanks do not sound anything at all like live rounds. Any ballistics expert will tell you that.
That's from Peterson's attorney, who says a reenactment is pointless since there are so many details you simply cannot recreate.
There is no way, no possible way to replicate the muzzle direction that the murderer, Nikolas Cruz, was pointing his gun in as any one shot went off.
Brill disagrees and says a reenactment is the best way to prove Peterson is liable for the deaths that day.
We don't want to leave anything to chance and allow Peterson to escape justice in the civil case like he did in the criminal one.
And that is, of course, a reference to the fact that Peterson was recently found not guilty on all charges in that criminal case against him. And again, this reenactment is part of the civil case. But there's no guarantee a jury will ever see the video of the reenactment because the judge says she's not sure if she'll allow it to be used at the trial. That decision will come later. And as for the reenactment, that's going to happen soon. The judge says it needs to be done before school starts again. Reporting live, Ari Height, WPBF 25 News.
Ari, thank you. Just last week, the victims' families were walking the hallways and visiting the classrooms where their loved ones were killed more than 5 years ago. The families and survivors were allowed to take items from the building. And we will continue to update you with the latest information on the civil case, both on air and online, as well as on our free mobile app. Make sure you have notifications turned on.